it comes to billionaires, people usually like to talk negative stuff about them. However, in the gaming community, there is one billionaire that almost every single gamer loves to glaze. And of course, I'm talking about Gabe Newell, or also known as the CEO of Valve. And the reason why a lot of people adore Gabe Newell is because of the many positive stuff that he has done for the gaming community. Like for example, the many contributions that Valve has done so far for Linux and gaming, like how they recently optimized Linux gaming to the point that 8 gigabytes of VRAM should be enough to run most games at a pretty decent level. This is mainly because of the Steam machine that they're planning soon to launch, but the fact that they're doing this and choosing Linux over Windows is pretty interesting, and the fact that Windows as a reason have been starting to shiver their timbers just because of Valve and their Linux development as of recently. Speaking of the Steam machine, however, we recently got some news regarding what might be the price of the Steam machine, and it's looking pretty interesting because apparently a well-known leaker by the name of Moore's Law is dead has leaked that the Steam machine might cost around $600 or $650. The leaker also stated that the 512 gigabyte version of this model might be more expensive than he previously thought due to the shortage of memory and storage parts as of recent, and he also thinks that if the Steam machine were to be at a $700 price tag, then people would choose to just simply buy the PS5 instead of the Steam machine, because according to him it would be more dollar per value or something like that, which I seriously don't know if this could be true, because the reputation around PlayStation as of recent hasn't been the best, especially with the quote-unquote DRM 30-day checkup that might actually happen. And a pretty big advantage that Valve has over the PlayStation, for example, is the fact that most of the games are already on PC and a lot of people already have a Steam account with loads of games. And when it comes to exclusive titles even, PlayStation barely has any. I mean, there is a running joke in the gaming community about no games on the PS5, if you know what I mean. Users that will buy the Steam machine can simply just log into their account, install the games, and just simply run them on the comfort of their living room, for example, which is something that a lot of people would want. And all these claims are kind of supported with the recent release of the Steam controller, for example. This was released on May 4th, and it's a $100 controller which features a lot of stuff like magnetic thumbsticks, gyro controls, and even 2 touchpads to be able to play some games that may not completely support a controller. And some people were being sketchy about the price tag being around 100 euros, but regardless, this controller was straight up sold out within 30 minutes of launch. Not even an hour, just 30 minutes, and the entire stock was apparently already sold. People know that there's a lot of hype around the recent Steam products, and they're already trying to not only buy up the stock, but they're already reselling it for a way higher price. Scalpers yet again trying to take advantage of hype around some sort of product and then resell that product for a ridiculously high price. Unfortunately, that happens when there's hype around a product, but it is what it is. And I mean, it's understandably so, because you have a company like Valve that is worth billions and they still listen to their consumers, unlike their competition. I mean, there is a joke in the community about Valve doing nothing, winning, and then doing something and then winning even more. Well, that's more towards Gabe Newell, but you get what I mean. Like, the reason these products, for example, have a lot of hype in them is the fact that Valve gives you the complete freedom to do whatever you want with these products because it is your product. Like, you can straight up use your Steam machine as a normal computer if you want to do that. You can open up the Steam controller and also replace it with some sort of case, because believe it or not, Valve gives the raw files of the 3D renders for the controller, and people will be able to make some sort of custom shells for it even. Or most importantly, just fix it yourself, because some companies don't even like their consumers fixing it themselves because they want to steal that money from them. But yeah, TLDR, loads of people like Gaben, loads of people like Valve. And Gaben, if you're watching this, send me a Steam Deck, I really need that. I'm joking. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.